Hello.
My name is Daniel Mifani. I'm the Managing Director of International Innovation Services.
And I'm Nigel Bassett-Jones, the company chairman.
At one time, global warming and climate change were contentious issues. Today, most people accept that they are a real phenomena. More and more evidence has been accumulating that goes beyond the claims made by scientists. Today, people are able to observe the consequences in the environment that surrounds them. Weather patterns are becoming more erratic, rainfall more intense, droughts that give rise to severe wildfires that destroy millions of hectares of woodland in Europe, the US, Latin America, Asia and Australia are regular phenomena. Severe flooding, landslides, intense hurricanes and typhoons are the most obvious and dramatic of the climate change phenomena. There is, however, a more subtle and in many ways more devastating challenge. It is the gradual desertification of large areas of the world's landmass that was formerly fertile land. Every desert in the world, whether it be the Gobi, the Sahara, the Arabian, the Kalahari, the Atacama, the Patagonian, the Black Rock, or the Colorado, they are all expanding. The results are devastating. Mass migration, political instability, wars, and collapsing biodiversity are just some of the observable consequences. In fairness, governments and civil society have not been idle. Climate change conferences have resulted in an emergent consensus. Calls to action have been met by many pledges and initiatives. Today, over a quarter of China is officially classified as desert. China has responded with the Great Green Wall, a project that resulted in the planting of 55 billion trees. Unfortunately, lack of scientific knowledge resulted in the planting of non-native trees with a need to consume a lot of water.
The driest places
this resulted in the depletion of the water table and the exacerbation of the problem. Today, less than 15% of the trees that were planted survive, and the Gobi Desert continues its remorseless march towards Beijing. In Mongolia, a Korean project has sought to grow grasses in the former lake and reservoir areas. In Africa, the Green Wall Sahara Initiative has sponsored a range of projects. In 1999, more than 2.4 million square kilometers in Latin America were already considered arid, and another 2 million square kilometers as semi-arid. Since then, the situation has deteriorated appreciably. There is a similar story in the US, Australia, and parts of Europe. It would be unfair to describe all of these initiatives as a catalogue of failure. Alan Salfrey, for example, has demonstrated the value of nomadic herd movements, and there have been a number of exciting innovations designed to promote the regeneration of green habitats. What is undeniable, however, is that the progress has been lamentably slow. We believe that we have conceived of something new. It is designed to work in concert with the other valuable innovations that include Savary's nomadic herding strategy and the Groasis initiative. Up to now, the desertification efforts have focused on refoliating those areas of hinterland between true desert and bordering areas of grassland or forest. The objective has been to stabilize the soil and restore vegetation with a view first to halting the desert's advance and then to reversing it. Our invention is a lot more radical. Rather than seeking to reverse the trend in marginal areas, our approach is to establish vegetation and promote refoliation in the desert sand itself, with the specific aim of converting sand to soil over time. My name is Nigel Bassett-Jones. I'm the chairman of a new startup company, International Innovation Services. Our organization was created to address climate change issues. We have several concepts under development. However, the one that we wish to talk about today is our anti-desertification project. First, I would like to introduce you to Daniel Mafani. Daniel is our managing director. He, along with our director of research, Mohammed Siddiqui, grew up in desert environments. Daniel, let me start by asking you how you came to conceive of the idea in the first place. Daniel, let me start by asking you how you came to conceive of the idea in the first place.
It would be unfair for me to take full credit for the idea. Mohammed was the one who came up with the original concept. It was he who challenged received wisdom. In our late teens, we used to go sand surfing and land sailing. One day, we came across a government project to combat desertification. It was the scale of the project that attracted our attention. We could see many reasons why the project was unlikely to be a success. This prompted us to work on the challenge. It became a personal project. Later, Mohammed began working at NASA, whilst I took up a job with an American multinational. As a result, we built up a good network of contacts that gave us access to a range of expertise. Mohammed was quicker and better than me in terms of putting that knowledge together. It's fair to say I did most of the finessing while he did most of the work. But as Persians say, the credit goes to the one who finishes the job.
So tell me, how does the machine work?
Firstly, I need to explain that in a desert environment, lack of water is not the only problem that plants and animals face. During the day, the heat of the sun can reach over 40 degrees centigrade. The heat is almost unbearable. At night, temperature can plummet to below zero. Sand shifts, and sandstorms are not uncommon. And then there are the seasonal floods. At times, humidity levels are very high, but the lack of vegetation results in rapid evaporation. This leaves the land once again parched. In short, too much heat followed by excessive cold, shifting sands, sandstorms, and seasonal flooding produces a multi-dimensional challenge.
its way from the
After years of research, we realized that if we are to succeed, we cannot tackle one or two dimensions only. This is the reason that most attempts to tackle desertification have failed. Watering plants manually, building fences around the trees, and putting grown trees in the desert supported by fertilizers is not the answer. Such approaches are doomed to failure. Projects that can only achieve a 10 to 15% success rate are simply not viable. Our device is designed to meet all the challenges I have cited head on.
Okay, can you tell me, have you received any interest in your idea?
Mohammed would be the best person to answer that question.
A couple of international governments have expressed interest in funding the project. The problem was that they wanted an exclusive monopoly of the intellectual property. This was unacceptable. On a positive note, we have won several competitions and medals. Off the top of my head, the United Nations Best Innovations Award in Geneva. The Hong Kong Innovation Association also guaranteed us a special award, and we won the silver at the Seoul International Innovation Fair.